Welcome.
That
Whoa,
that was hot.
that was hot.
Welcome to Goad, the Goad podcast,
Yes.
coming to you live from the Goad Dungeon.
Goadcast. Something's tweaked.
Is something tweaked?
Yeah, I hear like a bzz. I think it was when you were
Boom.
moving your
Check.
mic. It could be the cord. Well, maybe it's mine. I guess not.
I don't know. Technical difficulties as they are.
Tripping out.
What are you doing, man?
I'm about to pop open some Coca-Cola Zero. Zero sugar.
Zero. Yes. All the caffeine. Caffeine content. Diet Coke, I think, has more.
No, this
and
one has
then
more.
and then Coke Zero has second.
No.
Are you? No, I think I am.
No.
I think I am correct.
You are wrong.
If I know my Coca-Cola,
Then you are wrong.
let's see. I think
I know that this has phenylalanine.
phenylalanine. That sounds healthy.
Phosphorus.
More caffeine,
Dude, this stuff has.
diet, or Coke Zero.
This has phosphoric acid in it.
Oh yeah, dude. Of course it does. How can you look? Your life cannot survive without phosphoric acid.
It cannot. Mine cannot.
No,
No
no.
way. You know what else I use phosphoric acid for?
See, look at this. Diet Coke has 12 milligrams more caffeine than Coke Zero.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
That's weird.
I researched it once
Once.
when I was, you know when you're looking for something that's gonna give you the biggest juice, like
Oh,
without
yeah.
being illegal. You know, you're just gonna like, okay, I'm tired. I need something, but I don't want the Mountain Dew because it makes me weird. I got a choice: Coke Zero or Diet Coke. Which one has more caffeine? That's when I think I discovered.
I think I just go for flavor when it comes to diet stuff.
Coke Zero definitely is much
Coke
better.
Zero, way better. You don't get that aspartame taste.
No. You know what I'm drinking now for at dinner time? I'll have one is at Coke Life.
Coke Life.
Yes. Yeah, Coke Life's made with real cane sugar.
Really?
Yes, but only half of it. It's like half cane sugar, half magic, I think.
Half
Yes.
Magic.
You would think this episode were sponsored by Coke. Surprisingly, it's not. I mean-
Coke? As
Yeah.
in like.
No, Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Think of the possibilities. Look, if I'm pitching Coca-Cola right now, I'm thinking, Coca-Cola, you know what you could do to advertise to all 12 people that download this podcast every single month? Look, Jesus started with 12.
Yeah.
You know,
Amen.
it grew into something miraculous.
Amen.
So
to
come
that.
on, Coke, throw some of that Coca-Cola money over here. We need some of that Coca-Cola money.
Give me
Get the
some of
Go-
that Coke.
We gotta get that Goad podcast. Oh wait, it's who are we missing? We're not missing anybody. Hey guys,
Hey!
you know you guys are all dumb.
We are the Lollipop Guild.
You guys are
the
so dumb.
Lollipop
That doesn't
Guild,
make any
the
sense.
Lollipop
Why do you
Guild.
do all that? That does nope.
Dude,
It's not true.
I think you would sound more like a boy on puberty than actually Jared. Or is that Jared as a
What
boy
it-
on puberty?
That's Jared as a boy on puberty. This is podcast night, and Jared is off gallivanting around the world, doing Jared things. The guy likes to take off once in a while and just blow things out. And he's working.
He's working. He has a job. He actually think he went out on 2 jobs today. His normal job that he's been working for the past month, and then somebody else.
Dude, nothing's impressed me more over the years knowing Jared in when he wants to work or when he can get work, man, he's got a gift.
Yeah, he goes for it.
He's got a gift for getting work and then doing work.
And then he gets more work.
Then he gets more work.
Yeah. As soon as he thinks, oh man, I got nothing, it's like boom, there it
He's
is, and then
swamped.
and then he gets swamped exactly, which is good.
Yeah, and while he's working now, that's why I was encouraging him the other day to get to really start building up his HVAC thing again.
Yeah.
He regretted not doing it last time he had that consistent work, which everybody will know if you've been listening since the first episode. You know, he was working for a contractor, and he was the subcontractor, right? He was a subcontractor. He was making good money, super consistent. It was supposed to be for the next couple of years, and then the company went bankrupt.
Yeah,
and he was out of a job.
They were trying to be shady.
They're trying to be shady. So he then moved from Morro Bay back here,
Yep.
which is good for us.
Yeah.
And then he was like, man, what am I going to do?
And then we got quarantined together.
Yeah. Then you got quarantined together. You go, how close is your friendship when you're going to, you could stay at my place as long as you need to, no big deal. And then you get quarantined together. You're like,
You're like, uh-oh.
All right, how long is this going to?
This fool.
Well, I really know you could get a good deal on a house right now, sir.
Man.
In COVID time.
And COVID corona.
Dude, there's a place across the street from, there's an apartment for rent across the street from my place. 2 bedroom, 2 bath, $2,800. $2,800.
2 bedrooms.
2 bath apartment.
2 bath apartment for $2,800
Yeah.
a month.
3 other neighbors. It's like a fourplex, right? Right, stacked on top of each other.
Okay.
2,800.
What floor was it?
I don't know. Does it matter for $2,800?
That's a lot of money.
That's
though.
an apartment
That is an apartment.
a
and
mile from the
half.
beach.
Oh, from the beach.
Yeah, but it's across the street from my house. I don't pay $2,800.
Dang.
$2,800.
That's good.
Almost, yeah. If you're the owner of the property,
Right. Man, you
Took-
got 4 people right there. That's bank. You're making more than mortgage.
Yeah, I think they're trying to. When we first moved in 10 years ago, they had this. They had a single family residence there, standard, modest, 1,500 square foot house, and they started demoing it. They're only going to do a partial demo and then make it into a fourplex, like they did. And I think they're trying to do it without the permits.
Oh.
So the cops came and
No
shut down the
bueno.
project. Long story short, it took them like 4 years, 5 years or longer to build a fourplex.
The right way.
Dude, like somebody was trying to make a point to these people that you don't try to go around the permitting process.
Oh, yeah, you don't.
Can you imagine having a vacant property in
For
Huntington
4
Beach
years.
for it was almost certain longer than 4 or 5 years, yeah.
Wow.
Long time.
E.
Still paying the mortgage on the property.
And nobody living in it.
Nobody living there.
Dude must have a bank then.
Must be. It's that communist money.
It's all that communist money. What about that communist food? Have you heard about any of that stuff?
I'm so excited about food.
I love food. I just ate a bunch of food right now.
Did you know carrots used to be small and white?
I've seen white. Aren't those called parsnips or something like that?
No, I think they're called original carrots. That's what they all used to be until they got genetically modified and we made them orange and bigger.
Well, I know that the small little baby carrots, they put all kinds of dye in those so it could be
Yep. Prettier, it's more marketable.
Yeah, it's not even a real carrot.
Yep. And most of it's got like a
So
third,
good, though.
like a
It's
third of the third
so
less
good.
nutrition.
Yeah.
It's like,
I love carrots though.
yeah.
Have you ever eaten or drank carrot juice?
Yes.
Just straight carrot juice.
Love it.
Bomb.
Love it.
Dude, I love that stuff.
You get some carrot because it's sweet.
It's very sweet, but it's a natural sugar, but
Yeah.
it's a lot of sugar.
But it's good. I mean, I would take that natural sugar over like Coke or something. You know? I mean, not like cocaine.
So you take the cocaine
I
over
would
a
take
carrot?
I would take the cocaine over a carrot juice any day. No.
Back in the day, though.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day I would be like, what carrot juice? Are you trying to some guy would come up to you at a club and say, I'll trade you that 8-ball for
For some carrot
this
juice.
quart of quality carrot juice.
Yeah, right.
Like, shoot, man.
Shoot it.
I'll take it. That they come with an IV, sitting in the VIP section with an IV of carrot juice going direct.
So you got genetically modified carrots.
Yes.
What else has been genetically modified? as in
Everything.
food. Cows.
Everything, dude.
Chickens.
Dude, chickens. Oh, my God. There's a... have you seen the...
There's a surplus on chickens right now.
It's a surplus, but have you... Did you remember watching Super Size Me?
That movie about fast food.
Yeah. The guy just
No.
eats McDonald's for like 2 months straight or something for every meal.
I've never. I know what you're talking about, but I never saw it.
So that same guy decides that he's going to open a sandwich restaurant, like a chicken sandwich restaurant.
Really?
Yes. Along the way, it's on Netflix. You guys can watch it. So it's along the way as he's researching chicken, and then he buys a bunch of chickens, leases a farm where a guy is going to help him navigate the ins and outs of this thing. Dude, it is
Of the chicken?
dude, it's to get it from the chicken, a baby chicken, all the way to the restaurant.
Wow. Okay.
These chickens are genetically modified, bred over however many years to grow fast without any help.
Are you serious?
Yeah. In fact, when you watch if the documentary is true, he goes in and he says, "How do I distinguish my chicken sandwich from everybody else's chicken?" And then he goes in and he reads all the labels and he's saying, "Hey, this one, oh yeah, no hormones added, no steroids, no this or that, right?" And he's
Mhm.
like, "Okay, well that's good, right?" Turns out legally you can't add that stuff anyway.
Right.
Right. So they're just basically telling you something that's not even legal. Then he goes through this process of, oh, well, what's free range? Like, what would you think free range was?
Chickens that are not in cages.
Yeah, you would think, right?
Yeah.
Not confined.
Right.
Free range is defined as a chicken that has access to sunlight 50% of the time.
What the?
Yeah, so they had all these little chicks in this barn. They essentially put like a little gate around one of the doors,
Uh-huh.
so they had access to sunlight. Whether they took it or not, that didn't make any difference. They still were considered free range.
What? That makes a different chicken?
No, it doesn't make a different chicken, but it makes it so you can say it's free range.
It does nothing for the chicken.
Does
though.
nothing for the chicken. No,
Oh,
that
man.
chicken's going to get fat real fast and die, whether he's got access to sunlight or not.
And end up on the chopping block.
Yeah, dude. You see those chicken breasts that come from like KFC or
Yeah, dude.
Chick-fil-A now?
Yeah.
Ginormous.
Huge.
Yeah, those chickens' legs are buckling under the weight. They're growing so fast they can't get strong enough to carry themselves.
Well, I guess macro evolution would take care of that, though, right? If the chickens are growing fast, then the chicken feet would be stronger.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
There's going to come a time, if macroevolution is true, then there will come a time when immediately strong legs grow first.
Right. That's crazy, huh?
Right.
Comes out just with big legs,
Yeah.
hatches just humongous.
That's going to be hilarious, dude.
It's gonna be funny,
Yeah, like
dude.
like Ronnie Coleman legs. You see like just chicks coming out of the butt, not out of the egg, with like Ronnie Coleman legs.
Dude, that's crazy.
Like they're squatting 1,000 pounds.
Tyrannosaurus legs.
Little Tyrannosaurus legs on a little bit of chicken.
A little chick.
And then he bulks up over. It's like 6 weeks, dude. Goes from a chick to a full-blown fat chicken. 6 weeks.
I mean, I don't know how long it takes for it to grow anyway, but 6 weeks sounds kind of fast.
It is fast. But that's every chicken that we eat in a fast food place right now.
That's crazy.
It's the same species of chicken.
Dude, your mic sounds good right now. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Your mic sounds good right now.
You think so?
Yes.
Oh, dude, we're dialed in.
We could be dialed in.
Yeah.
We could turn it up a little bit more if you want.
Oh, no.
Tweak
no.
yours if you want.
I'm good, dude. It sounds great.
I love the idea of Tyrannosaurus Rex chickens.
Dude, that's crazy.
They're dinosaurs anyway, man. Look, chickens and birds. You ever sit on the beach and watch birds?
Dude,
They're weird.
they are weird. Birds are crazy. I hate birds, especially seagulls when you're trying to eat and then they just hang out right there.
Dude, if I were homeless,
Dude, have you
I'd
ever
be all over the seagull.
have you ever given a bird some what is it, Alka-Seltzer?
Alka-Seltzer? Yeah, in high school. Yeah, of course. So that should be the GOAT challenge. Everybody listening to this podcast, download it and then go outside and feed a seagull some
Well,
Alka-Seltzer.
you can't just feed it Alka-Seltzer.
No, you gotta wrap it.
You
some
gotta.
bread.
I used to put it with French fries at McDonald's.
Oh yeah. All right. Yep. And just watch them
Yeah,
simmer.
yeah, yeah. It's not a pleasant sight.
But if you were a homeless dude, you get yourself some, like a few bucks. Like I hit you up in the center divider. I'm like, yo, bro, you got a couple dollars? You throw me a couple dollars. If I were smart, I'd go buy some Alka-Seltzer and some bread. Go sit on the beach, blow me up a couple seagulls, roast that mug on an open fire.
On a
spit. Heck yeah.
Remember? Have you ever seen
I'd
that
be
movie?
a fat homeless dude.
That one movie. What is it called? With that one guy that got lost at sea. Angelina Jolie movie.
Angelina Jolie didn't get lost at sea. It's
No.
somebody
She directed a movie about a real guy who was in Japan getting beat down, and then he escapes or something like that. And then him and two other guys like get stuck out in the sea. Dude, I forgot what that movie's called. But then they're hungry. They're at sea. They have nothing to eat, so then they grab a seagull.
They're feasting on the goal.
Yeah, they
Heck
hate it.
yeah.
Dude. They hated it.
They hated
They
it?
couldn't eat it because
Pick-
they had to eat it raw.
Oh yeah, of course.
They didn't have no fire.
No bird's any good raw.
And then they caught a shark, and so they ate the shark.
There you go,
Dude,
dude. A little Benihana.
it's
You
called
need a Benihana on that boat to make that shark
it's
taste
called
good.
like Unbound or something like that. I forgot what it's called.
It's old movie.
No, came out a couple years ago, and then
Oh.
they remade it like because it's a Christian guy, and of course talk about Angelina Jolie. You know what I mean? Like, she kind of messed up the whole Christ part of the story.
Oh right.
So then Christians remade the movie.
They made it goofy and hard to watch, or was it
they
actually
made it,
good?
They made it much better.
Oh, okay, good.
Unbroken.
Unbroken. That was. Oh, I've heard of that movie.
Unbroken. I didn't even. I just remembered it right now. Unbroken.
Unbroken. Isn't that the guy who ran marathons and did all that stuff,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah, that guy.
The guy from is that World War I or World War II or whatever it was? The guys was like deep in it.
Just getting beat down, dude, by some Chinese or Japanese guy called the Bird. They called him the Bird,
The Bird,
and then
because he liked the goal.
I think they called him a bird, but he specifically messed with him. What's the name of Chuck? Right, Chuck Liddell, not Chuck Liddell, but
Chuck, the
Chuck
Iceman
Little,
was on there.
Chuck Little or something like
Chuck
that.
yeah, that
Charles,
sounds about right.
right? Chariots of Fire guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. So he had some beef with him, so then he just kept beating him, and yeah, dude, it's an actual great story.
Yeah, it
It's a
looked like
really
a good
good
movie.
story.
I had never seen it. I don't know why.
I didn't see the remake of it, but I saw the Angelina Jolie one, and it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I really liked it. Yeah,
well,
it was good.
catching a seagull on a boat when you're hungry, that's the jam, in my opinion.
Dude,
You can't set a fire on a boat because then your boat goes away. But
I mean, they didn't have anything to make a fire, anyways.
all right, they got
They
to
were-
eat
they
that
were-
nasty bird. They got to eat that nasty bird raw.
They were, yeah, yeah.
Did they take the poop out?
I don't know.
Or they go-
I
just
think,
went-
I think they were gonna eat the poop with it.
Buried their face in the meat and started taking chunks. Just a, you want to see like a genetically modified seagull? That thing will come down like a pterodactyl, dude. If that
Yeah.
were bred like the chickens we eat, you'd never get away.
Never.
Oh my gosh, dude! Carly and I were walking the other day. We saw a bird took a dump on this car, you would have thought it blew out the tires, dude. It was so.
I was about to say.
It was so big.
I was about to say, if you have a genetically modified seagull, and it's gonna take a dump,
Oh, dude.
I would not want to be in that thing's way. Probably die.
If it hits you in the head,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you get some poop in your eye while you're driving.
Ugh.
Can you imagine being on a motorcycle or a scooter or something? You're just cruising 60, 65 miles an hour
On a
down the
little
street.
moped.
Boom. Big pterodactyl gull poop smacks you in the
Imagine
face.
that. What about a pterodactyl, dude?
Mm-mm.
Imagine the poop those things would lay. Those
Pterodactyl.
things were carnivores, weren't they? Pterodactyls were kind of carnivores.
I have no idea. I don't even think they know if Tyrannosaurus rexes were carnivores.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think they know. I don't think they know what it looked like. That's what's funny to me, is when you see pictures of Tyrannosaurus rexes all looking leathery and lizardish,
Mm-hmm.
and yet some people think that maybe it had like feathers. It could have been soft.
Well, they're saying all dinosaurs might have had feathers at
Yeah.
some sort.
So
yeah.
we're looking
That's
at
why they're saying that dinosaurs evolved into birds.
right.
I wouldn't call
That's-
that evolution. I would call that devolution or
That's-
something like, devolution.
Yeah, it's going backwards.
De-evolution. Yeah, it's way backwards. You can't do that.
Start off big,
Yeah, and then get small
get smaller.
and stupid. But what about those
Yeah.
birds that look like they have that raptor feet? Have you ever seen those things?
With the back, with the kind of retract, like the
yeah,
back claw
yeah,
thing.
dude.
I like-
Those
yeah,
things
yeah.
are trippy. And then ostriches, these things are huge.
Ostriches are weird,
It's a weird bird.
dude. Dude.
That is a weird
It's a bird. I think it's a shame to be able to call it a bird.
A beard.
A beard. a beard. The damn thing can't fly.
It runs fast.
It's a running bird.
Yeah. It's like a big road runner.
It's just an insult.
It's so
You know,
humiliating.
you're a bird. You're not a bird.
That's
you're
how
something
you,
else.
That's how you know the Lord has a great sense of humor.
Yeah, I
Puts
would
an ostrich.
And scientists are kind of weird by calling that a bird. I guess it's a species of bird, but I just think a bird flies.
Well, a penguin is a bird. Those things don't fly.
No, are they really? Yeah, they are a bird, huh?
Yeah.
So weird.
But because of adaptation.
Dude, how pissed would you be?
Dude, they can swim like crazy.
Yeah, how pissed would you be, though, if everybody looked at you and said, hey, dude, you're a bird. That's a bird. Look, all these other birds are flying.
Yeah, they fly in the water.
There's two of us fools that can't fly, and
They
we're considered birds.
Yeah.
No, I'm something else, man.
I don't know what I am yet. But dude, did you ever hear about that lab food? And we're not talking about space food. We're actually talking about fake food.
Well, fake food like what's that burger you can get at Carl's Jr. now?
I don't know what it's called, but
yeah.
it's basically just like grass.
It's made out of
grass or
soy.
something yeah. All kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah, they put some It's the secret ingredient I was reading is called heme.
Adhesive.
It's adhesive. It's construction adhesive. That was so funny.
What did he say?
That was that video from Taco Bell
Right,
saying,
right,
"Hey,
right.
we've switched our business model. We don't do any real food anymore. Well, what's in it? How do you get your nutrition? It's
Dude, it's lab created food.
It is lab. It's like the stuff you find at the Jetsons. Like if
Sure.
you went over to the Jetsons' house
Oh, dude, yeah.
in your flying car
Uh-huh.
and they made you dinner, they just order it from that box in the
That
wall.
one, yeah.
It's a little disc, like a pill or something.
And then you add water.
Dude, that's
Or what did they add? They added water,
I don't know.
right?
I think they just eat it.
That's so... Oh, yeah, they did just eat the little
There's-
pill, huh?
Do you imagine a time there's no more meal times? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, mwah. Drop a pill, on your way. Got all the nutrition you need right in those pills.
I like to eat, bro. I
I
like that. I
know.
like meat.
But your
I love
grandchildren
meat.
won't even know what it's like.
I hope they do. I'm going to rebel, bro.
They'll be like, what's eating?
What's eating?
Why would you ate animals?
You know what movies are good to watch during this quarantine? One of them is Demolition Man.
Yes.
The other one is Outbreak.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Because it's a crazy movie, and it's like, oh, dude, like everybody's wearing masks. You know, they got their hazmat suits on. They're martial lawing. Putting up barbed wire around the neighborhood so you can't leave. They're shooting you down because you're trying to leave.
Dude, that's gangster right there.
Dude, that movie was a trip, and the government knew about it, and somehow they wanted to weaponize the disease, the virus. I don't know, dude. It was just like, whoa. Like it just makes me think that how they say this coronavirus escaped from a Chinese lab.
Yeah,
I don't believe it escaped.
Oh, you think
It
it was
didn't just
released on
escape.
purpose?
Yes.
Like
The Chinese hate their own people. And
well,
if they're
that's about
and
right.
if they want to get back at Americans, how else are you going to get them back from the inside?
From the just make everybody sick.
Dude.
Mm.
And
can
then
see it.
now,
I could see it.
cashless system.
Yep.
No more cash.
You imagine doing
they're
it is
starting to
cashless
put
now, right?
they're starting to put QR codes on people. They're definitely starting to put QR codes on people. So when you've already gotten sick and you're not sick anymore, and you go to work and stuff like that, boom, give you a QR code, scan you.
Yes.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, buddy. Look, I like anything that makes my life easier, but what I don't like about it is all the data that gets collected, and you think they're gonna be able to track you through food someday. They're gonna put like nanobots in the genetically modified food, and you're gonna eat it, and you're just gonna become one big radar for everything you do in your life.
But it's not even genetically modified food. It's synthetic food.
Synthetic food, right? Made in a lab.
Made in a lab.
But what else would you do? Like, look at the population. Population's blowing up. This is why China smokes so many of their people from time to time, is because they can't possibly feed all those people.
They control how many kids you can have.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like if you let those people off the leash, you would have... Dude, you could populate the world right now if you let some of those dudes' sperm just fly, just pull the goalie.
Pull the goalie.
And we'd all be Chinese.
Dig in.
In a generation, we'd all be Chinese.
That's insane.
For sure.
That is scary.
But you can't possibly feed all those people.
Oh,
so you have to do you have to do lab food. And if we don't populations being what it is, how many cows have to die every year to feed us?
A lot.
A lot.
Thank you, cows, for dying for us.
What else are they going to do? Have you seen a cow? You can't even defend PETA. No offense, man. We love you guys. But look.
We love you, but we don't agree with you.
You can't.
I don't.
If you don't think cows should die, you clearly have not hung out with cows long enough. They don't do anything else.
Except for eat. And that's it.
And they're bad for the environment because they fart like crazy.
Right. Yeah. They
Right.
fart, methane gas.
Yep.
They're saying that it's because of the cows that global warming is happening.
That's right. It's the cow's fault.
Yeah, so let's kill them and eat them.
Flatulent beasts.
Hey, but we do get something good out of them, though.
Dude, you throw a little tarragon on there. You feed them. You get a little bit of asparagus next to that sucker. Cows have a place.
Dude. Well, what else grows out of cow feces?
Everything. It's great. Mushrooms.
Shrooms.
Do shrooms. Why are we always on the same page when it comes to this stuff? Shrooms?
Shrooms.
Are we hallucinating?
Dude, so Taco Bell released their statement years ago saying that they started to have synthetic food, right?
Right.
So remember in Demolition Man, what was the only...
Dude, there's Taco Bell. They won the fast food wars.
Yeah, they won the franchise wars. It was Taco Bell that was the biggest restaurant. When he saved that one guy that was, supposed to be the savior with the new type of lifestyle, which he's the one who had, Wesley Snipes unfroze.
Yeah.
He defrosted him. And then, he wanted to wreak
Yes.
havoc because I guess he just hated his world
Dude,
because everybody was so
yeah.
good. And so he released Havoc, and then boom, what's his face? Sylvester Stallone saves him, and he goes, "All right, let's meet up tonight at Taco Bell."
Yeah. Oh, he's taking you to Taco Bell. And he says, yeah, I save everybody and I get rewarded with Taco Bell. His
Like,
tone.
Really? Taco Bell?
She's like, you don't understand. What was his name?
I forgot.
She was
his name.
Leona Huxley.
Yeah, Huxley. Yeah.
And he was I forget, but she says you don't understand. Taco Bell is the only restaurant in town because they
That
won the
survived
fast
the franchise wars.
Yeah.
And then you see him going there with this weird suit, and then he's sitting down and goes, "Luckily, I was hungry."
Yeah.
And
It's-
then
it's
remember
all
the
small food, right?
and then remember the dude. It was like in pill form, wasn't it?
No, it's like disc, like some kind of discus.
Remember the people who were stealing the food from them?
Yes.
And then they had like little plastic bottles
right.
that they were stealing.
Yeah.
It
I
looked
think
like
they
they were
had,
like pills or something.
You're
in there.
right. I think they had to like process it somehow.
Yeah,
Inflict it with like
Fake
heat.
fake food.
Right here, just like this is what Taco Bell says. Taco Bell is revealing what's in its beef, and it turns out it's actually mostly beef.
That's what you read.
That's what. Oh my
no.
gosh.
That's
This is a
wait.
silly.
That is not a good.
This is let's see. This is what's actually Taco Bell beef. USA Today. When was this written? Because that sounds
Right.
dumb. We just got done tearing Taco Bell apart. We clearly.
And now they actually have real beef. Look, I used to work at Taco Bell. I also used to work at Del Taco. I worked at Del Taco longer than I did Taco Bell.
Oh really?
Yeah, I got hired on to Taco Bell as a shift leader, just like that, because I had a lot of experience in fast food because of Del Taco. But the difference between the way they cook, I love eating Taco Bell, but
Well, now you can love it even more because up until just a few minutes ago, we thought it was all fake.
it is fake food.
It does say right here. It says fast food chain recipe contains 88% beef.
What kind of beef? Is it modified?
I'm glad you asked. It says USDA inspected 100% premium real beef.
Oh, dude, but they don't cook it right, man. Ugh. All they do is put it in a vat of boiling water.
Thank you, USA Today. However true that is.
It's in
You
a
shill
it's in
for-
a plastic bag. I mean, USA Today. Who are they?
They're shills for the Taco Bell industry.
Who are they?
They're shills for the Taco Bell
I
lobby.
don't even care about USA Today.
You know who's taking USA Today people out to a nice dinner? Taco Bell people.
Taco Bell people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have a lifetime supply
Yeah.
because it's all fake. It's all synthetic.
How about a little bit of synthetic filet mignon and some blow, and they're just taking them out for parties. Going, can you run this article for us? Tell everybody we sell beef.
Yeah. Well, just let me tell you something. I don't think it's beef. And then the beans comes in like a little brown package, and all you do is add water, and then it beans up.
Like prison beans?
Or
worse. It's worse than prison
it's
beans?
It's a powder.
It's dehydrated beans?
I don't know if
But
it's
that's how
beans.
prison beans are, right?
I guess.
They're kind of like dry, but they're flakes.
Oh,
Maybe there's different kinds.
I don't know.
You ever have one of those prison burritos?
But
It's
it
like
beans,
refried. It's like a dehydrated beans with top ramen
Yeah.
and sardines or whatever.
Ugh. I mean, I could make a bomb spread, right?
Yeah.
I can make a bomb spread, but sardines?
Hit up the commissary.
Oh,
You're like,
dude.
oh boys, we're
But like,
eating good
hey,
tonight.
Who wants to put in on this? Give me your lunch.
Yeah.
You put your lunch in this. If you want some of this, put in your lunch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You want some of that pruno?
Slip me
Dude,
that sugar right there.
Slip me some
Bread.
Some bread. Give me the hoof of the
Yeah.
bread. What else? Give me
Fruit.
give me your lemonade,
Yep.
your powder, your lemonade powder.
Yep. Because you don't need the sugar if you got the lemonade.
Right. Exactly.
Not that we know people. What are we, criminals?
Let me make that batch. The kicker.
The kicker.
Give me the kicker.
What's the kicker?
The kicker is with like all the crap.
Oh, that's the yeah, what do they call that on that moonshine show?
I don't know, but it's the kicker.
They call it the hush. Thanks, Jared.
No, you gotta talk like this or something like that. I don't know, dude.
You guys are so silly. Spiritual.
Spiritual. But come on, dude. Like, nasty stuff, bro. The chicken and the beef at Taco Bell are literally already pre-cooked. They have the grill marks on it, even the steak.
Yeah.
It comes in a bag, and you just put it in a hot vat of water.
That's an engineered. That's got to be engineered food, right? Most of it,
Yeah. Compared to Del Taco,
right? Which is
it
all
comes
natural.
all fresh. The
Quit it.
chicken fresh. You have to cook it.
I can definitely tell that it's fresh.
The beef cooked. Who was that? My little Benny Boo.
Yes, sir.
My son Benjamin. Yeah, everything you cook. The beans are slowly cooked every 8 hours.
Oh, dude, sometimes when they're not cooked all the way, like it can ruin a gut.
Well, that's when you gotta fire that person because they skipped a step.
They skipped a step.
Right?
You can tell
Or
the new guy
they skipped a step, or they tried to
rush it. Yeah, I can tell when the new guy starts, 'cause the next day I'm ruined. My stomach hurts. It's all just. I'm like, oh, they didn't cook these beans long enough.
Dude, but that Taco Bell food, like, it's good, but sometimes it scares me. Because I don't know what they do now, but when I was working there, they used to they had a steamer, and that's where they would keep all the tortillas warm in a steamer.
Wow.
And by the time it's the end of the day, after, loading tortillas after tortillas in there, the stacks of, 50 or whatever all day, at the bottom, the tortillas are like a gum.
Ugh, so gross.
It's like a gum. You touch it, you can play with it, you can mold it. It's like not even real tortillas.
I can't handle that stuff.
Compared to Del Taco, where they fresh, dude, just boom, they put it on the heat pan,
Mm-hmm.
they flip it a few times, make it a little crunchy, and bam, they roll your burrito.
Yeah, they got some like
with that real meat.
Tortilla hoblets underneath.
And even the cheese is shredded at Del Taco.
Like live.
It comes in a 50-pound block of cheddar cheese.
That's what I'm talking about.
You cut it into 4s, you put it in the grinder, grind it up, shredded.
That's what I'm
compared
talking about.
to Del Taco, if you notice, it's that stuff that you would buy pre-shredded.
Yeah.
And it's like a kind of white, like a white.
It's not like that stuff you get at McDonald's or that stuff that doesn't melt.
Oh, just add water and you can eat it again. Dude, that stuff lasts forever.
Dude, it does. I mean, and it looks the same in a month as it is when you bought it.
Right.
That's
what I'm saying. Just add water, hydrate it back up, and then you can eat it. I'm sure that's.
They said to me going through the drive-thru like a couple weeks
too.
ago. They said, before COVID all happened, they said, thanks for coming to McDonald's. What can I make fresh for you? You're like, who are you lying to?
I know, right? No, that's Del Taco.
Oh, that's Del Taco.
That's Del Taco.
I got them all messed up. But McDonald's says
something weird like that too. Yeah.
You're just like,
but Del Tacos, hey, what can I make fresh for you? I'm like, that's right on. I know you're making stuff fresh. Right. I can take that. But from McDonald's, dude,
how much?
What can I make hot for you today? I think that's what they say.
Oh yeah, what can I make hot for you today?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's easy. That's easy, right? That sounds nice.
No, it doesn't sound appetizing.
No, it sounds nice. Like it sounds like it means something other than what can I make hot for you?
Right.
Well, you can make all my food hot for me. I'd like all of my food to be hot.
Right.
Thank you. You're giving me a cold cheeseburger?
Oh,
I've had those.
Oh, I know.
Where the cheese doesn't melt, the cheese is still cold. You're like, you guys, I get it. You don't care about your jobs. Could you care about me a little?
They seriously just microwave stuff, dude.
Yeah, they do for sure.
Or steam it or boil it.
Yeah, that's the future. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's the future, but
Dude,
how
they've
much,
been doing it since when?
yeah, for a long time.
Billions
Dude,
served
Ray-
at this one. You
Yeah.
know, how they have served over
A
at
billion
this
burgers.
restaurant,
Right.
you know, alone.
Dude, I think there's going to be a time.
Have you been to the original McDonald's?
Yeah, where is it? It's
It's in Pico Rivera.
no, that's not the original. The original, I forget where the original McDonald's is. I mean, that's the original, I think, after Ray Kroc
Right.
took control.
Uh-huh.
That's the original.
Right. Yeah. I forgot what it's called, but
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called.
Did you watch The Founder?
No.
Oh,
I
my
haven't
God,
watched
dude.
that.
So good.
You know which one I did watch though? Is that Price is Right one?
No. What is that?
It's some guy who watched The Price is Right for years and years and years, and then he finally got on the show, and he was like winning everything to the T. Like he was guessing everything right. Like he
Oh.
knew it in and out, and people were getting mad.
Really?
Yeah,
Why were
dude.
they getting mad?
I think it's called it's on Netflix.
I mean, the guy won.
There's a whole movie about him.
They
There's
don't
like a
want peop-
documentary about this guy.
They don't want
dude.
people to win.
Yeah, they were tripping out. Like, who is this guy? Like, how does he know
He studied your dumb.
every single price?
He studied your dumb show.
Yeah, it's a great show. I
Yeah,
used to
it's-
watch it all
It
the
is a
time.
good show.
But other
With
than that,
Bob Barker.
dude,
Come on down.
that price is wrong, Bob Barker.
Dude, how badly do you want to hit that dude in the face that just goes in on $1
Dude,
or goes in a cent higher than
a
yours?
cent higher than dude. I would.
I will punch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude,
come on, man.
I hate that, dude.
Oh, that's totally wrong.
That's yeah.
But think about how much. Let's see. So what does a cow weigh? A cow weighs 1,000 pounds. Maybe you get 800 pounds of meat out of them, right? Something
right.
like that.
Yeah.
How much meat does an average American eat?
I mean, I don't know, but it's about what, half a pound a person?
Let's say half a pound a day.
Well, yeah, 4 ounces.
Right. There's like 4 million people between Los Angeles and Orange County.
Yeah.
4 million people.
So
That's a lot of cows, dude. That's
Yeah.
a lot. Where are those cows coming from? There's just no sustainable way.
pretty much is going to be synthetic farms.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. There's no sustainable way to feed everybody that's here, and we're living longer now because we got the good dope now. We got like pharmacies, and they're keeping you alive, and you're on a fistful of dope, but you can live to be 100. You could stagger across the 100-year mark.
Dude, I don't want to, bro.
No, I mean, you'll be you're gonna stumble over it on your knees, just begging for
Dude.
death, but you're gonna make it. Yeah, they'll keep you alive. You can still eat your half pound of meat every day.
Man.
That's a lot of cows. It's unsustainable. Then you take China. What's China got? 1.5 billion people.
Yeah.
You know how many cows is that a day?
That's
You just
insane.
smoking cows, dude. Just all day, every day.
Have you ever been to Farmer John out there in Vernon?
No, but I used to live in a slaughterhouse town.
Dude.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Nightmares, dude.
Hang them up by their feet, slash their throat,
Bleed them out,
bleed them out
and then put their head in
on conveyor belts.
yeah.
Whoom.
And then you put the pig. You just put its head in a, it's hanging by its hind legs, and then you just get him, and then chop off its head.
Oh yeah, chop. You gotta get rid of the blood.
Yeah.
If it's kosher, I think it's definitely you gotta drain the blood.
Oh,
It's
for
kosher,
sure.
not pork. Pork is
You
definitely
can't
not
even
kosher,
eat the
but
pork. Yeah.
you can't eat the pork. But if you're going to do cows, you have to bleed it out. If
Now
it's gonna
just
be
imagine
kosher.
that with synthetic food, you don't have to bleed anything
don't.
out, dude.
That's what I'm saying about this laboratory doing what's a perfect burger or whatever it's called.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
The
adding
perfect burger is what it's called.
they're
huh?
adding something called HEME.
Heme?
Heme. It's a like same kind of. It gives it its color. It's the same thing that gives blood its color.
Oh, it's like what are enzymes?
Maybe enzymes or
Because you know that when you buy meat and there's red,
Yeah.
that red isn't the blood.
No, a lot
That
of it's-
red is actually enzymes that give the meat its color. So I mean, there's blood
That's
mixed
nasty.
in it, but usually that's why it's a little wetter.
Oh,
or
yeah.
a little more liquidy instead
Right.
of thick. It's because those are enzymes.
That's nasty.
Bomb.
But it's good for
Bomb.
you, right?
Right,
You're gonna
yeah.
because you're gonna eat.
Same thing like tomatoes. Enzymes is what gives tomatoes its color.
Oh, it's perfect. Enzymes are good. If you can make a protein, a nice balanced, with all the complex, with all the amino acids, boom, put it in there. You're good, man. I mean, I like the idea of
Just make
factory
it taste good, man. I want it
to
to
taste good.
taste real.
Yes.
I don't want to get, that nasty taste when you get from like vegan food. It's just like I don't want it
No.
to taste. I want it, if I'm going to eat synthetic food, it has to taste real.
right. Yeah. Well, eventually, what are you gonna do with all the cows though? Once it goes synthetic,
You're going to have to get rid of the cows
how you
or
gonna?
stop breeding them. But you
Dude,
can't because
how?
we need the red heifer.
We need the red heifer for the end time sacrifice.
Yes. So just give all the cows to Israel.
Okay. Oh my God. You give all the cows to India, dude.
Oh, dude, they'll live. Dude,
They'll live
imagine.
those cows would be happy.
Right. Yeah.
Can you imagine
Those
walking?
cows are
Yeah.
worshipped.
Awesome.
Dude,
That's it.
I would love to be a cow there. No.
Yeah. Pawhuket would be just like the resting place for all retired cows. It would be like the Florida of cows. Just all old cows go there to retire and live a peaceful life, just like Florida.
Oh, man. Just like Florida.
Not calling anybody in Florida cows, just making
It's leisure.
it-
Leisure time.
or leisure, as we like to call it
Leisure.
in the European.
Oh, man.
I like my leisure.
I like my leisure.
Look, dude, pretty soon if populate. Here's an interesting I was thinking about the other day. Let's say you're all in on the evolution, there is no God tip,
No.
right? Let's say I'm just hypothetically, I'm not asking you to renounce your faith right now. I'm just asking,
I don't
Let's
know,
say-
people.
let's say somebody,
This guy's kind of nuts.
let's say this. Let's say somebody not in this room is all in.
that can't defend
They
himself.
can't defend themselves, are all in on the there is no God. I believe in macroevolution, the transition from species to a different species, survival, like pure Darwinian evolution, survival of the species, the strong survive, the weak die, and that's how things get better.
Synthetic food.
Okay? Where do you put COVID in there?
You can't.
Dude, COVID, if you were really hardcore on your worldview, you would look at COVID and go, why are we trying to find a vaccine?
Right.
The strong will make it, the weak will die. That's how it goes.
And the old go first.
And the old go first.
And then the babies aren't,
Look.
they're not feeling anything.
The weak, the old and the weak
Yeah.
go first.
Right.
Bye. That's I'm just saying if
Dude,
you're all
so
in.
you're saying the Chinese are the strongest?
Dude, I'm saying the Chinese are full-on atheists who could care less about life. I think. I don't know. That's brushing Chinese with a broad brush. But the government of the Chinese people, like the leaders, are creepy.
Yeah, they are.
Dude, they're not right. But all I'm saying is if you're like full all in on your worldview that this was all an accident anyway, why do you care to find a remedy for COVID?
You shouldn't care.
No, I mean, look,
yeah.
the strong will survive because we're all doing fine, and the weak will die. So,
That's kind of crazy because the way I think of it, what's the point of getting rid of the weak? Like, if only the strong are going to stay in the world, then what is the purpose of life if you can't get rid of the weak?
dude, everything gets better when you have nothing but strong people.
Yeah, but then what's the point of evolution after that?
Well, but then the strong takes on a new level.
So, like, they
Right.
grow an extra head?
Well, no, you and I make it. Let's say you and I make it through
I'm
the.
not making it with you, bro.
No, let's. No, definitely not. Let's say you and I though make it through the COVID reaping,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
All the weak die. we made it because we're stronger, but maybe barely. We came through it with a fever.
Did you see that? They're listening to us.
Yeah,
now.
but we didn't die,
Right.
right?
Okay.
So we're strong.
Uh-huh.
With all the weak people out of the way, now strength, being more or less a relative term, is higher now,
Uh-huh.
right? So, maybe we're not weak, we're not strong anymore. Now we're the weaker of the strong ones.
And then who would be the strong ones? The
All
ones that are born.
all the people in power and all the people that are smoking all the weak ones.
Well, then, even if I'm strong and if I'm not in power,
Your genetic line goes on, though, because you made it,
but
right?
what if I don't make it?
Well, then you're weak, and you were meant to die.
What if my kids don't make it?
Well, then they were weak, and they weren't meant to. They were meant
So
to die.
then there's nothing left.
Right. So it's only when you're strong now and you have progeny after the fact, then you're strong. That means your genetic line is strong. It goes on. They have families. They're strong. But the ones that aren't get wiped out in the next COVID. Yeah, see, I'm just saying if you're a staunch atheist, if you're holding true to your worldview, you shouldn't care about vaccines.
Right. You shouldn't. Of course not.
Let the weak die.
Yeah. Why not?
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to genetically modified food and scientifically organized,
Synthetic
why do
food.
we do this at nighttime? My brain don't work at night. Let's see.
Synthetic food.
Synthetic food made in a lab,
Right.
laboratory created food.
Uh-huh.
That's
So
good.
let's just say that. I mean, are they going to have just labs? Or are they going to have farms? Are they going to make a synthetic seed that's going to be able to produce
Dude,
synthetic food?
there's going to be different labs to feed different levels of people depending on where they are in the social structure and what they do for jobs.
So you're giving me the crap.
Dude, it depends on what you do for a job. Like if you're in the military, you get the stuff with the steroids in it that's going to bulk you up and make you you know what I'm saying?
Nuts and crazy.
Yeah, but if you're just a computer programmer,
Dude, make you
You-
smart.
you just get you get the brain
You grow an extra arm.
Yep, so you can type faster.
Dude.
So you can do the big geometry, you know?
Trigonometry.
Yes, sir.
Dude.
That's how you. Well, look, this is what they're coming up with now. Is what they're figuring out is if you and I eat the same thing, our bodies react to that nutrient differently.
They just figured that out?
Yeah, they're just now figuring. Dude, they don't know jack nothing about
I could have told you that.
right, but they're doing so now they're doing personalized nutrition.
Okay.
Whereas
yes, right,
eventually
yeah.
they'll be able to look at your DNA and go, here's what you should be eating based on how your body assimilates food. And then they'll look at me and go, here's what you should be eating based on your DNA and how your
Yeah.
body assimilates food, right?
Mhm.
So that's what they'll do in the future. Everything will be just super organized, and we won't
So-
have meals anymore as a family. I mean, we'll have them as a family, but it's going to be hard.
That's going to be weird.
You're going to have to order that through a box, like some space box in your wall.
Or that one robot thing.
Yeah, you're like, hey,
What was that robot?
Was it
I forgot
What?
that robot's name.
what
And
robot?
Jetsons.
Oh, I don't know his name.
No, not that maid one. It was a maid.
Oh yeah, not Lucy.
No, not Lucy.
Whatever her
Some
name was.
weird thing.
That chick served up the food though,
Yeah, that's
You
what
know?
I'm saying. You're gonna have a robot.
and it was probably all custom made for your DNA.
Yeah, because she's gonna know.
Yep, she's
gonna
know.
poke you.
Yep.
She's gonna take your blood, and she's be like, "All right, here's
Not
your,
only that,
here's your pill."
not only that, like if you take the Christian worldview and go, God's given you a gift that's different than my gift, then what if that food enhanced that God-given gift to make you better at it?
Give it to me, bro.
Like Elon Musk has a gift for being smart, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a gift of knowledge.
Right.
That brother knows stuff.
Yeah, he does.
If you listen to this podcast, we're chimps compared to that guy,
Well, yeah.
right? So you give him the food that best suits his DNA, and it assimilates, and he gets better or smarter, or functions better or whatever.
So you have synthetic food that's structured to your own DNA.
Yes. Yep.
And it enhances your traits.
Yes. Yep. So good. So good. You heard it right here
Give
on
me-
the Goat Podcast,
Give me,
my friends.
dude, put some of those nanobots in me through
We're
that
at
stuff.
what minute are we at? Let's see.
I have no idea
We're
what.
at 54 minutes, and you heard revolutionary truth right here. It took a minute to get there,
Yeah.
but we got there, people.
Dude, that's
you know what I'm saying?
insane.
That's how you have a society that functions like a well-oiled machine.
But do you think the government would want that
Yes.
for everybody to?
Yep.
No, but they're gonna want to control.
No.
They're gonna put something else in there
What's the best
that's
way?
gonna make us obey them.
But what's the best way to control you is to have you living the most fulfilled life you could possibly imagine. Being great at what you're already interested in doing.
So these pills could actually kill off like depression.
Dude, maybe, unless you're an artist. Then you got to be a little depressed to make some cool stuff.
Yeah,
You know, like comedians. Comedians got to be a little dark.
yeah. I'm sure.
You know, so I mean, whatever. I mean, it'll just it'll make you better in your own way.
So why would I want depression enhanced though? I would want that lowered.
You would want less depression
Right.
for sure.
So all that stuff, like these pills or this synthetic food, whatever they're gonna give us, and
But that's not a gift or a trait, depression, right?
it is a trait.
I mean, I guess
It's
it's
a
trait.
chemical imbalance in your brain.
So what
because,
if-
because of whatever
Oh,
part
what-
of your DNA. So it's gonna kill off DNA.
No, it's gonna. And let's say it enhances the positive parts,
And
then and
decreases-
decreases the negative parts.
Dude. And that's how government is gonna control.
Sure,
And then that's when the mark of the beast is gonna come in, dude.
that's when it's all gonna come in.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, "Hey, man, how do you like this? How do you like that
How
food
do you
right,
like that food? How do you
Hey.
like that pill?
dude? This is the best food, man. I feel so good right now.
Well, here you go. Take this
I-
mark.
Dude, I'm so strong." They're like, "Oh yeah, well we can't be giving this food out so freely. If
Unless you take this.
If you want this food, no, do you want this food? Yeah, I want that food. That's the best food. I mean, I feel great.
Yeah.
You're going to have to ditch this whole idea of Jesus.
Right.
'Cause this Jesus thing doesn't survive well in our culture. So if you want the food, you're going to have to do this.
Yeah.
You're going to have to bail
And
on the Jesus.
Right. You're gonna have to take a mark.
And be like, what do I want, man? They're
Do I
gonna be
want
like,
the food or do I love Jesus?
right.
Man.
But how silly. Well, so here's the other thing. So then you don't take the mark, right? So then
So then you don't get the food.
So you don't get the food, so you get emaciated and weird, and you got to run off to the woods and live around a campfire with a bunch of other people that don't want
Underground.
underground. People who don't want to renounce
Demolition Man,
Christ.
remember, yeah.
Demolition Man, right? We're underground making rat burgers, dude.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Little seasoning, some salt. We're not
It's-
functioning at our best at that point, but who cares? We're free.
It's just meat.
Oh man, it's all. You know what's happening there in that scenario? Is it you get a culture that just waves back and forth. It just goes in seasons.
Yeah.
Right? We go, oh, yeah, that would be ideal. But then it gets so ideal that they start holding it over you. Then we have to break away from society. Boom.
Mhm.
And then it just swings back the other way.
Dang.
It's all ebbs and flows.
Dude, this whole synthetic food thing is kind of tripping me out, dude.
Heck yeah.
I would love for my faith to be enhanced.
Right? That would be cool.
That would
Oh,
be
man, that would be cool if your
awesome,
faith could be
dude.
enhanced, right? You take that communion wafer, and all of a sudden you're walking on water or something. That would be cool. You know what I'm
Right?
saying? Like,
Yeah.
what? That was a
Oh yeah, dude.
straight up communion right there. I just healed somebody who was blind
Just imagine that,
Pow.
dude. With the food, with the enhanced food,
because you had, yeah.
because you.
Now that dovetails into our what we always talk about is being God's given us a responsibility to take care of the planet, take care
Right.
of each other, dominate, grow, multiply, right?
Right.
How much better for us to say, yeah, man, let's make food in a lab. Why do we got to take it from animals anymore?
And imagine.
That's dominance.
Yeah, of course. That is
That's
total dominance.
so
but then what's
dominating.
gonna happen to the animals?
Do pets?
I
Do we'll,
love- you don't eat pets.
no, dude, we'll shrink them down. Little cow pets.
Oh.
like just little mini
dude, like
cows?
a little mini cow.
Yeah, dude.
Just chilling,
Yep.
dude.
Except it gives
You
you,
don't-
except it gives you like milk
Dude.
from time to time.
You don't need a lawn man anymore.
You don't need a lawn man anymore.
Just have a bunch of little cows outside
Stop it. Do like 2 or 3 of them.
with miniature shrooms.
Yep. And then when they pee, it's milk. And then you have the milk.
They pee
It's
milk.
fresh.
They pee milk.
They don't pee milk. Of course they don't. It comes out of their udders. But you got like a little bull out there too. He's just running around trying to get some.
He won't try.
He's not
He
gonna
will.
try. What if you genetically modify the bull so his legs are a lot shorter than the cows?
That would be sad.
That would
Why would you? That's definitely dominating.
that would be.
You're like, look what I could do. Look
And
at this
that's-
guy. Look at this guy.
And that's your entertainment, just watching the horny little bull run around your backyard
Oh,
trying to
man,
hump these cows, and
I
they
will-
can't.
I will put that thing to death and be like, all right, you're becoming my little hamburger.
Oh my gosh, you can't though, because as soon as we don't kill animals for food anymore, it'll be against the law to smoke your own cow.
Really?
Yeah, you can't kill
Oh.
animals like dogs. If you killed your dog right now,
So then PETA.
way.
So then PETA is gonna overrun.
PETA's going to be the president. Yeah, like the
no.
Secretary of Food Development.
No.
Yeah, the food czar. Yeah,
Oh,
PETA.
Don't even tell me.
Bunch
that.
of naked chicks making science food. That's just. That's just.
What time is it? Is it getting there?
It's
getting pretty dark.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
Dude, synthetic food.
I'm optimistic.
Yeah, me too. I mean, because I've tried it already. I worked at Taco Bell.
We make like Cheetos. That's not real food. You put protein and
And a Cheeto?
branched chain amino acids in a Cheeto, you got yourself a decent food,
Dude,
right?
a full meal in one bite?
Dude, well, a handful. You can't eat just one chip. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then you're eating more than one meal.
I mean, that's if that's how you break it up. If that's how your math works
Yeah.
in your lab.
Cutting a little Cheeto into little...
Could you imagine, though, if you
pieces.
did eat like one Cheeto, it was like one meal, maybe equal to 1,000 calories, gave you all the nutrition you needed.
Well,
Cut-
that's...
Custom nutrition. You just take it. Here, this is what's good for you. Boom. Dude, so gold, dude. If I did not have to stop for food, I'd be an animal.
Dude, you'd be able to order it on Amazon.
Dude, but don't take 2 of those pills. Don't double up, dude, 'cause you'll gain weight like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, and you can point those fools out anytime. You just look at them, you're like, dude, you're eating too many pills. They're not that good. They're not that tasty.
You're going to have to cut back on your pills, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What about soda?
Well,
No more?
it's going to be outlawed.
No.
Yeah, like that D-bag did in New York where he made it against the law to sell 32-ounce sodas.
Dude, I would just keep getting refills.
What's so dumb, right? That's so dumb.
You should have outlawed refills, you idiot. Sorry.
You just gave him an idea. 'Cause we know the government's listening to this podcast. The
Oh,
Goat
dude,
podcast.
didn't you see that when they started to listen to us?
Yeah, they subscribe. Yeah, the lights blinked.
Yeah.
Oh, wait until you guys see. I'm going to take a picture right now because we're almost wrapping this up at an hour because we're going an hour because we're trying to keep your guys' attention more often. But I got to take this picture so you can see what I'm looking at and see. Let's do this on
What are you doing?
I'm taking a picture. I'm going to put this on Facebook and I'm going to see if people can find what I've been staring at for the last hour.
Oh, is it?
What?
Never mind.
Say it. Oh, you're not going to say it? Well, it's
no,
not
because
gonna go live.
they're going to try to find it.
Yeah, they're going to find it as soon as I load it. I'm going to load it right now.
Right. So you want me to say what it is?
Yeah, say it.
Is
Because
the-
this isn't going to be dropping until like
the
a
nails?
couple days. No. Her.
Oh, the head?
The head.
Yeah, that was my first thought. I didn't want to say
Dude,
it.
that head's got to make it into the set somewhere. behind
No,
the-
I hate those things.
We should just hang her upside down right
No. No. Don't even talk about it because I hate
Oh,
those
you don't
things.
like?
No.
All right. I won't talk about
Those
it.
things freak me out, dude. It's just a floating head.
It's a floating head. Dude. Lab food.
Lab.
They're just
Food.
going to grow heads. Did you? Yeah, they're going to grow heads, and then you're going to go. Do you ever see Faces of Death?
Yes, of course
Yeah,
I've
when-
seen faces.
Did you see
of
the one with the
death.
monkey?
Yes.
They cracked the live monkey open in the head and
then
ate
they
his
eat
brains.
the brains? Yeah.
Mhm.
Who didn't watch Faces of Death?
I don't know. I know a couple vegans that watch. Look, my girlfriend back in the day, we watched Faces of Death together. She was a vegetarian the next day.
Are you serious? Because she
Yep.
saw the cracked open monkey
Yep.
brains?
She saw the cows, she saw the monkeys, she saw everything, and she was like, "Nope, not gonna eat it anymore. I'm done." I remember the first time we walked into a McDonald's and she ordered a cheeseburger with no meat.
How do you buy a cheeseburger?
I
So cheeseburger with no burger?
a grilled cheese, basically.
That's so.
Right? They looked at her funny too. Yeah, they were like, "What?"
You
She's
know
like
they,
a grilled cheese. Can
you
you,
know
make
they make grilled cheese at
In and Out? Yes, they do.
Yeah,
You can get anything you want at In and Out.
dude. You know what I am longing to try?
6x6 challenge.
No, my brother actually does a 14x14.
Stop.
Just
that.
meat with fried mustard.
Oh my gosh, that's so gross.
He loves it. And
14 by 14.
dude, yes,
That's a lot of meat.
dude. That's all he eats is meat because he's doing that keto.
Oh, yeah. No bread. He just stacks the patties, huh?
Dude, you should see how big these things are.
Oh, I believe it.
So, what I want to try is a milkshake with blended French fries in it.
Why?
You've never tried
No, why would
milkshakes
you
with
do-
French fries?
Why would you do that to yourself?
So good.
No way, it's good.
Yes, it is.
You're
Uh,
telling
you-
me a chocolate milkshake with blended
Not
French
chocolate.
fries?
I said a milkshake.
What kind of milkshake?
An ice cream milkshake.
What flavor?
Vanilla.
French fry flavor.
Yeah. You've never dipped your French fries in
Never.
ice cream?
Ever.
Dude, try it. It tastes like
So what do we do? So you're gonna put French fries in your and grind it
it's
up?
in the secret menu. You could ask for
No,
it.
you can't.
Yes, you can.
In and Out, you can tell them to grind up your French fries in a milkshake.
Right, because they put it in a machine
Yeah.
and then and when they do that, then you blend the French fries in it. You've never heard of that.
Dude.
Bomb, dude.
You know,
So good. It actually tastes like fried ice cream.
my brain just broke.
It tastes like fried ice cream.
Man, there's a part of me that thinks that sounds good.
Dude, it's so
I'd put that
good.
sucker in some chocolate ice cream.
And
maybe.
that's the reason why they're going to be making synthetic food so you don't do that kind of crap anymore.
All right, so here we go. Same thing always. We're having a hard time tracking all you people. This audience is growing pretty good,
Good.
and so we're pretty excited about it. Thank you for logging on.
Sorry for our buddy not being here tonight. He had to take care of
What do you mean?
responsibilities.
I'm over here. You guys are crazy. Nothing you say is true.
Everything
Sorry.
that you say, I'm going to think the opposite.
Everything, even that, I'm thinking.
Even
the
that,
si-
I'm thinking the
the
opposite.
of what you're thinking is the opposite. I had a problem with procrastinating, but then I decided to procrastinate. The procrastination.
All right.
But sorry. So look, go down. We're gonna do a tutorial. Jared's sister said, or is it Becky says, you guys should do a tutorial on how to. Oh, that's Becky. Becky says you should get on Facebook and show people how to subscribe to podcasts.
On Facebook,
Yeah. You just 'cause you can record your screen.
you can record your screen.
Yeah, you can't record your screen.
right?
Yes,
I can.
So then
I
she
could
says-
even go live on my screen.
Yeah, so-
essay.
All right, SA, you Android. And so she says you should show people how to subscribe because people don't know how to subscribe. So here's what you do. You go to the app by which you get podcasts. It's probably labeled podcasts. If you're on an Apple, just swipe down on your home screen and search for the word podcast. The app will come up. Guess what it says?
Podcast.
Yep. And if you're on Android, what's Android have for podcasts?
I don't know. Nothing.
No, Spotify or
You could just download an app, Spotify. You can
Spotify,
download SoundCloud.
Oh
We're
my-
not on SoundCloud yet, though.
yeah, we're on SoundCloud.
We are on SoundCloud.
Yes, sir.
No, you
Yes,
never told me
sir.
that.
Well,
So
it was last week.
We're
I
on
forgot.
SoundCloud. We're on Spotify.
We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
We're on a bunch of. We're around. We're getting around.
If
But
you,
you're on
if
the
you,
main
if,
ones.
if you have the ability in your car to download podcasts, you could download.
Oh, they
download
for
us
sure
there.
do. If you're an Apple person, you have podcasts on your phone, on your devices. That's for sure. It came standard.
Yeah.
Find it.
Android.
Android,
Download the apps.
you got to work a little harder. But do your thing. It helps us out because then you subscribe, and then it downloads automatically. You don't even have to think about it. It'll even tell you when the new episodes drop, which are going to be helpful for you and helpful for us, and we're going to be able to track all this stuff, and that's going to be fun. Because ultimately, we would like to know how many people are listening to this so we can figure out all the cool ways of entertaining and making your lives better.
Yeah.
So help us help you. Help us
Help
you.
you.
Show me. No, I'm going Jerry Maguire. I'm going to go Jerry Maguire. Show me the money.
Good
Goat
movie.
Podcast.
Goat.
See ya.